Hey everybody, this is Pete with HydroBlox West. Pete with HydroBlox West. We are in Northern California at a gated community, and this is the community park slash Playfield. This is where people come to play catch with their kids and fetch with their dogs and have barbecues and all that stuff. Well, the problem is that on the lower part of this field, there is some natural slope. On the lower part of this field, it gets wet and soggy, and as it gets lower and lower, it gets soggier and soggier. And so what we're doing is basically imagine upside down Christmas tree. So we're going to have a main trunk line, and this is the beginning of the trunk line. The main trunk line goes to an inlet down there, and we're using a stormwater box, and I'll show you, as the inlet, which is then going to connect to an inlet which goes over into the gully and daylights the water into the gully. These are branches. So again, imagine an upside down Christmas tree. And so we're digging the trenches, and we're putting the boards in the trenches, and we are just in the beginning phases of this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4, 5, 6 branches over here, 4, 5, 6 branches over there, and basically you're going to have 4 or 5 branches of an upside down Christmas tree all feeding into the trunk line, and the trunk line goes over into the inlet, and then the inlet goes over into that gully. Let me show you how the inlet's going to work. Well, let me show you the finished product after we get done. So this is the difference between using HydroBlox for drainage as opposed to a French drain. This is after HydroBlox has been installed, tamped down like crazy, and raked, and now we'll seed it. But look at this. There's a huge difference between this and doing French drains. First of all, imagine doing French drains. How would you do it? What would you do? Would you do 1, 2, 3 French drains? I don't think so. So in this case, again, this is an upside down Christmas tree. Our branches are diagonal against using the slope of the field, and we're going to have a couple more branches over here, and this is all going to run into a trunk line that's all going to go down here. And so we're not going to go too much higher. You can see where the grass is really green out there. There's a patch that gets real soggy. We're going to just pop again, I like to use the metaphor of a Christmas tree. We're going to just pop a Christmas tree down in the middle of that, a few branches feeding out to capture all the water in there, and then we'll bring it over to a trunk line. The white flags are the trunk line. The trunk line comes down to here. And then let me show you how this all gets daylighted, or how they all terminate. In this case, we're using a stormwater box. Stormwater box will be connected to this inlet. We'll put in a new inlet because that's pretty busted up. But the stormwater box will be connected to the inlet. Water will go out through that inlet and down into that gully. But as you can see, I've got my upside down branches, upside down Christmas tree branches coming this way. We'll have a main run coming like that. And then I'm going to have 2 or 3 more runs coming over here. And so this whole area will be drained well. Same way over here. We have the stormwater box going to an inlet. Out to the gully it goes. You've got your branches, you've got your main trunk line. And so that's it. So for more information, go to hydrobloxwest.com. Again, HydroBlox with an X, hydrobloxwest.com, or drainage-technology, drainage-technology.com. And that's it from beautiful Northern California. This is Pete with Drainage Technology Solutions, and we'll have more of this to show you in a little bit.